On today's video, you're going to learn how to solo right before the gospel bump. It's going to sound like this. Step one is to figure out what chords are happening. The band is playing the 1 chord to a 3 chord to the 4 chord to the 6 chord to the 2 chord to the 5 chord. That is the context of this entire situation. Step 2 is knowing the pentatonic scale. We are in the key of A flat. What you can do as a gospel guitar player is play pentatonic licks up and down the neck. You can play your favorite Bach shape right here. You can also play just above in the neighboring shape up here. Now, if you want to connect these two shapes, you can simply play this and then slide up into the next position. That's a great way to practice. All of this is building up energy to the praise break. On today's video, you really need to understand how to use the pentatonics, especially bending licks like this. Lots of blues inflections. Think B.B. King, think Albert King, think Stevie Ray Vaughan. And you can play these blues licks throughout the changes, right? When that 4 chord hits, you can highlight those notes. That sounds really, really good. And then when the other more complex sounding chords are happening, you don't need to go into jazz mode. You can simply play the A flat minor pentatonic. Here's a couple you could start playing right away. That's nice, and you can also play it up the octave. You could do something like this as well. You could play it as fast or as slow as you want it. Another idea is to play up the octave. You could play all those same blues licks up the octave. So you could take all the information you know down here and just move it up the octave, move it up 12 frets. Remember, your job is to push all that energy and push the band, push the congregation towards the praise break. This is a really, really fun moment for you as a gospel guitar player because it's really all on you to just rip. So you need to be very, very comfortable playing these pentatonics. As far as tone goes, you can simply use a light overdrive. You don't need to have a bunch of delay on. In fact, I would not recommend that. But a little bit of overdrive will help you cut through the mix and help you soar above the rest of the band. Another thing to note is that oftentimes you will be playing in flat keys, so scary keys for guitar. And the reason being is keyboard players and organ players love flat keys. They love C sharp and A flat and keys that just fit really well on their fingers, which means you as a guitar player need to do one of two things. You need to A, be comfortable with flat keys, because I'm tuned standard. But if you're a little freaked out, what you can do, and here's a cheat code, is you can just half step your guitar. So you're going to tune it down a half step, kind of like Jimi Hendrix. And that way, if somebody says, oh, we're playing in the key of A flat, well, that just means for you, you can play A. You can play in a cowboy chord and you can play everything that's familiar. Or if somebody says, hey, we're playing in C sharp, that actually just means, hey, we're going to play in D. You as the guitar player play all the D shapes, because you're half step. So that's a nice little hack to get around playing in flat keys. I would recommend, though, getting comfortable with every key on the guitar, but that's just a nice little shortcut in case you just want to jumpstart right away and start playing and have all the information at your disposal. If you enjoyed this lesson, I have a brand new course on gospel guitar, and I'm going to link it below. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'll catch you next time.